What's up, guys? Mike Garrick back with more Warrior 5, the top 5% of people willing to think, eat, and move with a purpose. Today we're here at DC Skills Fitness. If you haven't checked these guys out, make sure you go ahead and do that. And today we're going to talk about core. So really, core is kind of like from your neck to about mid-thigh. But for today's discussion, we're going to talk about the core in the context of here, right? Basically your abs, your TVA, your lower back, and everything in between, and how important it is. So let's take a look at the anatomy and the makeup of the core, and then we'll discuss on why it's so important to actually have a really, really strong core, and how it will actually translate into a much more powerful squat, deadlift, jump, everything else. So if you take this section right here, and you look at it, and basically we have our abs, rectus abdominis. And then what we also have these sides. So we have our internal obliques, external obliques, our serratus, and all of that. On the back here, if you look back here, we also have our spinal erectors, right? So when working the core, we want to work our rectus abdominis, right? Which really is just to flex the spine forward like this, whether it's upper body or you're moving your pelvis, lower body. And the sides are crunching from side to side or twisting or anti-twisting. But you also want to really focus on what's called your TVA. The TVA is this sheet of muscle that wraps around your entire core area here. And its job is extremely important, and I never really truly got this until just recently. And that is that you want to make sure, we talked about the bracing sequence and making sure that your spine is in a neutral position, right? You don't want to be overextended or flexed. So when you get your spine in that neutral position, then what you do is you tighten up that core to lock it into place. So whether you're doing a squat or a deadlift, you're like this straight board. So the TVA, right, your transverse abdominis, locks in your lower body and your upper body. Now, it's not the only thing that does that, but it is one of the most important ones, and we forget to activate it when we are activating our core. And we should actually do that even just everyday life. It should be about 20% tight just standing around or doing everyday activities. But when you're doing a squat or a deadlift or a jump, you should activate and tighten that upwards of 80 to 100% of its capacity. And you won't be able to do that if you don't train it in everything you do. With that being said, we're going to talk about how to train your core in my next video series called Bulletproof Your Core. We're going to have part 1, part 2, who knows, maybe how many parts we'd go. But we're going to start really basic, and then we're going to move up in advancement, because it's really important to learn how to scale training the entire core. But when you do, you should not just train just your abs, right, and your obliques, but you should also train your lower back, right, with hyperextensions, and then you should also train your TVA, right, in bracing. So planks, rollouts, things like that. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Hey guys, I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to share on Facebook, Instagram, go to my website, Mind to Nutrition Body, subscribe to the email list if you want these videos sent right to your email. I'm Mike Garrick, helping you think, eat, and move with a purpose.
Welcome to the future.